Hello everybody, it's Teresa here. It's been a few days since I've made soap. I was actually planning on making this soap 2 or 3 days ago, and I have some carpal tunnel and my right wrist. I'm guessing it's from working on the computer all the time, but it was acting up, so no soap. So I am going to go ahead and do this soap I was planning. And I am excited. I'm going to get this right out of the way real quick because I want to show you this. This is my brand new tall and skinny mold. I hope you can see. I made this all by myself with the exception, that's my husband texting me. Sorry about that. But with the exception of my husband actually cut the small side pieces for me. But I made this all by myself. So, I'm not really sure of how much oils it holds. I've done the math. I think it's around 42 ounces of oils. We'll see. But I'm excited, so I wanted to try it out. And today I'm going to be trying to do a soap that is called, it's a fragrance oil called Simply Lovely. And I'm aiming for really light pastel colors. So, I'm going to aim for a light green and a light pink. Now, I'm usually pretty good at getting light colors, even though I want dark colors. So, you can bet your bottom dollar that these colors are going to be vibrant because I don't want vibrant colors. But I am going to titanium dioxide the entire batch of oils before I add in, mix up my other colors. So I'm not doing anything fancy with my lye water today other than adding salt and sugar because this is a brand new fragrance oil for me. I've not used it before and it smells a bit floral to me. So, I'm not going to risk it, and it's going to go in the last moments before I pour in hopes that helps. So, okay, here we go. In goes our lye water. Like I said, that's just water and lye and salt and sugar. Nothing fancy. Alright, I'm going to give this a mix with my spatula, trying to make sure we're emulsified here. Alright, we're definitely emulsified. So now I'm going to mix up my titanium dioxide in this cup a little bit and get it into the batch. Alright, so I'm going to pour up some of these colors, but it's actually not going to be that much of the batter in these colors because I want I think I did that off of camera and I apologize. But I want the majority of this soap to be white, or as white as this is going to be. So, and I'm looking for a very palish green color with this one. And it does look like it's going to be that pale green that I was looking for. So yay. And this one, I'm looking for a pale pink color. And it looks orange here, but it always looks orange. It's just the coloring, I think. But it will, or should, be an actual pink once it cures out. Alright, 1 cup of the white into this cup. And I'm going to set that aside. Alright, so now this is going to be the first in our mold. Because this is going to be our bottom. Alright, so I'm not really sure. I'm a little nervous of this fragrance oil, if you can't tell. I'm not really sure how this fragrance oil is going to behave itself. So, before I add that in, actually, I don't know what I'm doing. I'm nervous. So, we're just going to put a little more than half of this into this bucket. And I'm going to mix that up. And it is giving me a slightly weird texture. It's not a rice, but it does have a texture. So I may actually zhuzh this a little bit. It actually does look like it has a little bit of ricing. So I am going to mix it just a tad. I'm filling the bucket. If you see me grab and hold there, I'm filling the bucket in hopes, trying to tell if my batter is heating. And if it's heating, that's a sign of a seize coming on. And I am aware of the temperature of my batter before. So, alright, so I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to get this first layer in. It's going to be about half of what I have here. I'm not a fan of the paper because it leaves wrinkles. There's wrinkles in the side that will have to be planed out because of the paper. I don't like it, but it is what it is. Alright, so now I am going to set this to the side, trying not to move it too much. Let's see how this is holding up. See, it's still very fluid, and I'm going to need it to be set up a lot more before, because I want to do layers. So it's not accelerating, but it did get a little bit of a texture on me with the fragrance oil, which smells oh so yummy. Oh so yummy, oh so yummy. Okay. So this is, of course, staying very fluid as well. I'm going to set that aside for a minute because I think I'm going to do a gold mica line. I'm going to attempt to do a gold mica line. I keep dropping my alcohol. If I can get into this gold mica. There we go. I don't know if you can see down in there, but I'm going to attempt a gold mica line down in there. I have to turn it so I can see the other side. Okay, so I'm going to set the mica down over there, try not to spill it all. I'm just cleaning up a little bit of this mica off of the sides. Okay. Now I'm going to set that over there. I'm going to see how this batter is doing. The batter is doing well. So, alright, now I'm going to do sort of, this is still wet from where I washed it earlier. Alright, I'm going to do, not sort of, I'm going to do an in the pot swirl here. I'm going to add 1/3 of what I have left in here into this one. I'm going to grab my pink, add half of what's left into the pink. Set the pink aside for a second and add the remainder into the green. Okay, so we give this a stir. Alright, so I'm going to pour some of the white in. Whoa. And then I'm going to pour some of the pink into that. Alright, that's actually set up pretty nicely in there, but I'm hoping, I'm afraid that this is going to sink in on me. So I'm going to grab a spoon. Whoa, whoa. I'm trying not to mix it up that much. Sometimes, I know my hand's in the way, and I'm sorry. Sometimes it's really unavoidable mixing it up. Let's see what we have here. Alright. So I still have some in here, but I don't know if I can actually manage to get it out without it becoming an awful mess. So we'll see what we can get. Alright, I'm going to call that good, even though alright. So I kind of wanted this to be flat, more flat than what it is for another mica line, but it's not going to be that flat. So we're just going to have to kind of go with it. And hope for the best. Sorry, we reached the 30-minute mark, so I will be fast forwarding. I gave the mode a quick spin so that I could see. I'm going to bring it up just a second. Give it a little blow off because Katie from Royalty Soap says if you blow the mica, it'll help it a little. So, okay. So now we're going to add the white. It's actually a creamish color to the top of this. I'm going to attempt to add the white to the top of this without making too much of a mess. Yeah, I probably should try to use a spoon for this portion. I'm just trying to get a layer on with the spoon, and then I will I could just pour the rest in. These are going to be very tall bars. So I think they're going to be, if I did my measurements right, they should be around 4 inches tall, around 3 inches wide, and I don't know how thick yet. I don't know how thick they'll be yet. Alright, so I do have a tad bit of this pink and green that I'm going to try to splatter on the top. So wipe this off. I'm going to take my handy dandy little thing here, and I'm just going to swirl up the top. I'm not looking for a lot of texture. I'm just looking to swirl the top. That's it. Mix those colors in a little. And that, oops, I bumped it. That's good, actually. I'll run this down the sides here. Just trying to clean up the edges a little. Alright. I'm going to, there's a bubble there. Okay, so now that I've done that, I'm going to glitter the top of this. This glitter is Simply Lovely, haha. Remember, this is Simply Lovely fragrance oil. And I'm going to alcohol that. I've seen some people say, well, I don't know, it's an old soaper's tale that adding alcohol to the top of your soaps will help combat ash. And I've seen some people say, well, that doesn't really work for me. But then I've watched their videos, and they don't seem to add all that many. And I know I'm adding a lot of these pearls, but I want this to be really pearly, so you add a lot to get really pearly. Alright, I was going to sit there and do it all by hand, but no, that's too much work. Just the higher ones. I may actually need to put a few more pearls because that side over there didn't get very many. And I really wanted this to have quite a few. Whoops. Whoops. Goodness gracious. I pushed those a little too hard. Okay. Whoa. I wonder what a little bit of gold mica on the top will do. Just a tiny, tiny bit. And some more alcohol. And that is going to be that. Got a little bit of soap down the side here. But this is my Simply Lovely cold processed soap. It's done in a tall skinny mode that I made myself. With a little help from my husband. And I would like to say that I will cut it tomorrow, but I don't know how long it's going to take for this thing to set up. So we will see. It could be tomorrow. It could be 2 or 3 days from now. But when I cut it, provided that no catastrophe happens, and I'm unable to, I will record it and share it with you. Until next time, thank you so much for watching. Bye-bye.